Now then people, it's Joe, it's all Leeds TV and it is time for your Leeds versus Nottingham Forest pre-match chat. Before we get into the video, normally I do all my graft on a laptop. However, I've left my charger, the battery's gone, so it is just total ad-lib. So I'll try my best. It's all in here. That's where the magic happens anyway. Before we do get into the video, as I say, please smash a like, please share, please subscribe, and of course comment throughout the video whether you agree or disagree. Of course, as well, if you could please donate to the channel, help us get better equipment, better lighting, better sound, someone to straighten these pictures up, for example. Please do donate via the PayPal link below. We've been inundated, if I'm being totally honest. So that first interview that we've got lined up with one Sir Philip of Hay should be top notch, and I'm really looking forward to getting that moving, and I know you guys will be as well. And of course, check out the Retro Hut, give you kit mugs, pillows, blankets, whatever you want, all Leeds related, run by a Leeds United fan. Please check them out below. Right, let's get into the video then. First of all, I want to touch on that Marcelo Bielsa press conference yesterday. It went on for over an hour. I've seen bits all over social media yesterday while I was at work. This morning I woke up and I digested it. I went through it and I watched it. And do you know what? It was nice to see Bielsa have a little bit of spice, have a little bit of angst, and really want to get his point across in reference to JKA, in reference to the current run of form. I enjoyed it. He seemed to really have a go at some of the journos in respect to the way he answered the questions. I think on JKA, look, it's evident we ain't going to see him for a couple of games yet. We definitely are not going to see him in these next two. Bielsa went out and eulogised really the reasons as to why. Look, he's played 3 or 4 games in 8 months. He's not going to be at the level that we need him to. Whether you agree or disagree on that, and I will put a counterpoint across to that. I've just been speaking with Conor on the phone and we've been discussing it as well. And I know social media is awry with thoughts on JKA. He spoke about that and basically saying, look, he's not at a level ready yet to play. He even went as far as to speak about Baker, Eddie Nketiah, Jack Clark, Ryan Edmondson. I think one key thing for me was, I think he spoke about Ryan Edmondson and how he recently got injured and said, you know, within the session, he'd seen more of him in 20 minutes than he'd seen since he'd been there. And he watches every single under-23s game, you know, via video after the fact. Listen, I'm not Argentinian, loco Joe, but this is what I'm taking from the press conference. People who from Argentina might watch this and tell me different, but that's good because, yeah, they speak his mother tongue. He also spoke about Jack Clark and how before Jack Clark had left, he'd seen him in a session and actually sent him a message and said, do you know what, Jack? You are now back at the level where you should be at. And where you were at previously, and therefore you're now going to get game time. Next day, Jack leaves. He spoke about Eddie Nketiah and how, you know, the Arsenal had lied in effect because he said it was a bit of a disregard for this football club. And this one bit I really like, to think that you can come from Arsenal to a lesser level and just expect game time. You have to be at a certain level to do that. And he got to that level twice over. One time, unfortunately, he got injured. The next time against West Brom, he played. And we've seen maybe he wasn't suited, but I think it has left a little bit of a sour taste in Marcelo's mouth, the fact that Arsenal took him back, saying he's not got the game time we thought he would. And Marcelo's like, yeah, because he wasn't at the level. You need to be at a certain level to play my side for this Leeds United Football Club. And that's what I took away from that, is that actually, yes, there's a real fondness, a real proudness for this football club that you can't just walk in and expect to play. On JKA, he basically said, look, the reason we've got JKA in this current situation is due to him not getting much game time. Is due to his current fitness, because he believes if he was at his top level, which no doubt Marcelo Bielsa will get him to, he'd be going for 30-40 million. And that's what he said, you know, that sort of player at his top level will go for 30 or 40 million pounds. He's not at that level now, and that's why we've probably got him in the Championship. And what that tells me when he's speaking about the likes of Baker, Jack Clark, Ryan Edmondson, players that have played under him for a long time. Edmondson is your key point. He's been there from start to current, you know, state we're at with Bielsa. The fact that it's taken him that long, and he's seen in a 20-minute spell, right, you are now getting close to being ready, we are, I guess, a little bit naive to think that JKA is just going to walk into this football club and get straight in. He did go on to say 70% level, he can play at this level. If he's 70%, JKA will be able to impact this football club. And obviously Bielsa doesn't believe he's anywhere near that level yet, hence why he's not going to be in the matchday squad on Saturday, probably not Tuesday either. And when I see that, and I see the passion and the thought process in what Bielsa goes through, I'm okay with it. Bielsa is the best thing to happen to this football club for a very long time. People won't agree, some people are calling for his head. I seen one thing on Twitter where it said, if we lose the next game, he should be gone. Batshit crazy. But that is just my opinion. You're entitled to yours. Ultimately, if we don't go up, it's a failure. So you might feel justified in that decision of saying Bielsa should go, get someone in. Who would you get in? I'm not so sure. But you are entitled to your opinion. I would never take that away from anyone. It's just, you can agree or disagree on that. But yeah, I'm at peace with it. Now, on the flip side, and as I said, I've just been speaking with Conor, JKA for me at least should be on the bench, regardless of level. Because if you look at Wigan, it doesn't take massive amounts of fitness to be jogging on the spot in the last 10, 15 minutes of a game and put one in the back of the net when it's, laid to you. But that's our opinion. Listen, Bielsa is way above and beyond any of our, footballing knowledge. Let's be honest. And if he deems that he's not ready and he's not fit enough and he's nowhere near the 70% level and he's not going to be able to impact the game, then I'm okay with that. It's a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. We have Bielsa, we have to back the man. And I think we'd be daft not to. The only thing is, it'll be the straight go-to question or thought process all over social media if we don't get positive results. Bielsa will have to, contend with that. He contended with the Eddie situation. He'll do the same with this one. Hopefully we will see him a lot sooner than, the last game of the season like we did with Izzy Brown. But, we shall have to wait and see on that. I do think Poveda is almost ready. We've seen that, the fact that he's in the starting, 18, as it were. So we probably will see Poveda at some point very soon. But JK, it might be a few games yet. Could he be ready for Bristol City? I'm not sure. But Forest is next. It's a big one, guys. There's only 4 points separate us and Forest. They've only had 2 wins in the last couple of games, but again, we've had 2 wins in the last 9, I think, in the division. Haven't kept a clean sheet now for 10 games since that fatal Cardiff one, where it seems we have just gone to pot a little bit. We all thought we'd turned the corner after Millwall, rightly so. However, it wasn't the case, and we went out and lost again to Wigan most recently. But look, I'm excited for these next 3, if I'm being totally honest. The fact that we have 3 of the top 6, 4th, 5th and 6th in the next 3 games gives us a real barometer of where we're at. And I think we will turn up for the big games. And I think we'll get a positive result against Nottingham Forest on Saturday. I'm going for a 2-1 win. Look, Sal is back in the side. We all thought he might not quite make it. I think the amount of games they've won with him in the side against when he's not, it's like chalk and cheese. He's that important to this Nottingham Forest side. I was just having a look, to be fair, on social media at Nottingham Forest fans' thoughts, and they were basically saying he is the difference between winning and losing a game. And the fact that Lamucci's come out and said, look, he's going to be fit, and if he's fit, he plays, it has really give them a lift. And if it's giving the fans a lift, of course, the bodies within that side are going to be lifted as well. So they're going to be well up for the game. The noise is going to be pumping at the City Ground, and I'm really excited to watch it. I will be doing a watch along. Please make sure you tune in to the channel, get your notifications on, and you can do that with me too. They've also got Bryce Samba in goal. He's been in absolutely inspired form this season. Obviously, first time we played them, they had the kid from City, who had a bit of a nightmare start. They brought in Bryce Samba. I think they've got about 5 or 6 goalkeepers, to be honest. Forest squad's huge. But yeah, he's been a revelation. Of course, Matty Cash as well, been playing like a right wing back role, right back. He's been unreal for them. They've got the likes of Joe Lolly, Shola, what are you talking about? Sammy Amiobi as well, who, to be honest, I don't really rate all that much. I've said that many times, but he is a constant thorn in Leeds United's side, whether or not it's for Bolton or Forest. He's someone we struggle to deal with. I think it's just his stature and the way he runs with the ball. We really do struggle, and someone like Alioski will find it tough against Mr. Amiobi. And of course, they've got a goal getter with 16 goals this season. In Lewis Graben. So they are going to be a tough nut to crack. Look, last time out we dominated the ball. I think we had almost 70% possession. I think that will be very similar come Saturday as well. I think we will have a lot of the ball. It just comes to that old added constant thorn in Leeds United side, whether or not we will take our chances. And we have to take our chances and take them early in order for us to get a positive result. Because this game, the longer it stays 0-0, the more and more I will become worried for Forest to snatch one. Because we've seen, I mean, the home form of late has been pretty decent, if I'm being totally honest. I know they've only won 2 in the last few, but the home fixtures have gone all right. Admittedly, the opposition isn't right up there with your top end championship clubs if you look at their recent games, but they are doing all right at home of late. And look, I before I'd have said 1-0, I think it's going to be that tight. However, we cannot keep a clean sheet for love nor money. Defensively, we don't look nowhere near the team we once were. Not a chance. Whether or not that's Kiko, whether or not that's the lapse in performance from Cooper, KP in there as well, who's going to be a massive loss if I'm being totally honest. But I think they will score. So for me, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Leeds United win. And we need to, don't we? We need a positive result. Would I take 3 from the next 2, if I'm being totally honest, based on our history at Brentford? Probably. I wouldn't be happy with 1 though. So we need to win this one. We need to win this one. Then it's a free hit at Brentford. I know that sounds a bit mad, a club of our stature saying that, but we just never do well down there. And we know that they'll be well up for it. Brentford love to get one over on Leeds United, let's be honest. And of course, there's the Pontus Jansson effect there as well. So it is going to be a quick turnaround, but I'm really excited for this game. And it's one I think we can get a positive result out of. I think we'll fare better against the better sides. That's my hope anyway. That's my blind faith, as it were. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys. There's probably loads I've missed. I don't have it in front of me though. Poor timing from Wainman to lose his battery on his laptop. I do apologise. But like I said, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Where do you see Forest's main threat? The likes of Graben, Lolly, Cash, Sal being in there, of course, Amiobi, Bryce Samba, honestly, top level goalkeeper. Where do you see Leeds United getting their goals? Will Patrick Bamford get back up amongst them against his boyhood club? Will Jack Harrison take chances? It all is remain to be seen. But thank you so much for tuning in. I'm rambling now. Have a great weekend, guys. It's my birthday, so I am going to see the game tonight. There's a rapper for all you young ones out there who won't know who he is. And then I'm going to see the game, and then I'm doing a watch along, and then I'm going to a little spa on Sunday. So nice birthday weekend for me. Make sure you send me the happy birthday messages for Sunday. And I'll see you all for the watch along. Then we'll do a post match. Then we've got Brentford preview, and of course a watch along for that as well. So you're going to be seeing a lot of Wainman of late. So yeah, I hope that's not too bad for you. Anyways, I'm going. Peace now. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds!